Welcome back, everybody, to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the Week 2 NFL week in regards to the 5 quarterbacks that were drafted, highly drafted in this year's draft, talking about their Donruss football cards. If you missed it last week, we talked about the initial values basically coming out in 1 week after week 1 of the football season, and not to mention the fact that Donruss 2021 just came out probably less than a week prior to last Sunday. So here we are, week 2. Today is September 20th. The Sunday and Sunday night games have been completed. All we have tonight is Monday Night Football, but there are none of these quarterbacks that are part of that. And we're not going to worry about taking the values tomorrow. So for today, we're going to look and see how everybody's values have changed, potentially going up, potentially going down over the last week based on performances. So first up, we've got Kellen Mond. Again, he didn't play, still third-string quarterback in Minnesota. His last week's averages were about $6.50. Now they're down to about $4. So down almost $2, a little over $2. There were 18 cards sold over the course of the week. The most recent sale yesterday, Sunday, was about $3, and there was about 4 of those sold yesterday. So it's still on the decline, and you'll notice this is actually a running theme. Highest sale was $6, and some guys you got a low is for $1.25. So potentially, if you can get it cheap, get it cheap. Next up, Kyle Trask, similar boat as Kellen. 29 cards sold. He is also the third guy on the depth chart. His average over the course of the first week was $6.43. Now we're down to $4.75. So $1.50 down on Kyle Trask. Yesterday he had 4 sales for about $3.69, but the average over the course of the week of this last week was $4.75. Had a low of 99 cents, but believe it or not, there was a high of $14.50. So I feel bad for whoever got that $14.50. You're probably not going to get your money back. Not on to Justin Fields. So this is an interesting story. This will be interesting to watch over the next week or two. As Andy Dalton got hurt yesterday, Justin Fields went into the game, did not play well. He was 6 of 13 for a total of 60 yards, did throw a pick. He was sacked a couple times. He did run the ball 10 times for 31 yards. Can't imagine that's the game plan, although if you look at Lamar Jackson, who knows? That might be the game plan. It might be a chance for the Bears to win. They did end up beating the Bengals 20-17 yesterday. On to the averages. So there's a ton of cards sold for Justin Fields, about 272 over the course of the week. He's down about $15 or so though from the original week. Week of 9/13, last Monday he was at $40. Now he's down about $25, almost $26. The average sales yesterday were about 22, so there's still another $3 decline. So we'll be interested to see if that one continues to go down now that he potentially could be the starter. We'll see. On to Trey Lance. He did not play yesterday. Still played a little bit on last week on 9/12. His card's down as well, down about $13, $13. He was at $32.97. On 9/13, now at 9/20, he is at $19.34 for the average. And actually yesterday's was down another $4, down about $15. And he had about 50 cards. So that's an average of 50 cards sold. He got that $15 price. Interestingly, though, there was a $46 card. Now I wonder if that was some of the rated or press-proof ones. So I'm not sure if those are taken into account on these cards or not. If it is, it might be skewing that $46 one. But nonetheless, Trey Lance is down as well to about $19.34.
Both ways. Here comes Wilson, deflected.
On to Zach Wilson. I'll mention again, the Jets stink. They're terrible. They proved it yesterday. They end up getting beat pretty well by Mac Jones and the New England Patriots. But again, Patriots defense really, really good. They lose 25-6. Zach Wilson, 19 of 33, 210. He did throw 4 picks, and at one point during the game, he had 4 completions and threw 4 interceptions. He was sacked 4 times, so now a total of 10 for the course of the year. So it's going to be a struggle for the Jets. On this card, I would wait and see what happens. I would assume this one keeps going down just based on performance. First week, though, he was up to $33, right, as we got the initial hoopla of the cards coming out and football starting. Down to $19.73, so you're talking about a $14 difference. Yesterday, average was about $15, so down another $4 for 27 cards sold. Again, $50 card sold over the course of the week, so I'm not sure which one that was, but that could skew these a little bit. Mac Jones, who just mentioned, he beat the New York Jets, had a really solid game, 22 of 30, 186, 73%. If you notice he's basically just 73, 74% completion the first 2 weeks of the year. Granted, he's played two mediocre teams in doing so. But yeah, so his average is down from about $55 down to $35, so almost a $20 drop. That had to be expected after the initial hoopla of him being a starter week one. Average sales over the period down to $35.74. Yesterday down about $8 to down 27, but 66 cards sold. So if you can get on in that action, I'm looking for these are about $20 or so. So we'll see how that plays out. Lowest was 12, high was 115. Again, I think some of the higher dollar ones are more related to probably some of the special parallels related to these. And finally, Trevor Lawrence. Jags took another L. They lost to Denver. He did not play well. 14 of 33 for 118 yards, only 42%. One touchdown, 2 picks, was sacked once, only ran the ball twice. Not sure what's going on there. But the overall number one pick has not played the greatest. As far as card sales go for the rated rookies, again, $47.95 last week. We're down to $28.77. Yesterday was at $24.44, but 42 cards sold, so down another $4. So as you saw, pretty much everybody down as to be expected. Coming off those initial highs from last week, the first week of the year, plus the cards just coming out. These values probably won't settle in until probably midpoint of the season. Depending on how well they do, you're looking for probably somewhere in the 20s. If one of these guys pulls a Justin Herbert or even a Joe Burrow, right, when he was healthy, right, those cards were, pretty valuable at that, even just for Donruss. So we'll keep track of this and see how it goes. If you found the information useful for your card purchases, smash the like button, click subscribe. We'll do another one next week. And as I mentioned, right, we talked about Herbert and Burrow. I will later on this week go back and look and see what those values, how they are being maintained coming into this season. And just to get an idea of, from a Donruss basic standpoint, how well the cards will be. So there you go. Smash the like, click subscribe, and we'll see everybody in the next one. Peace.